What's up, guys? It's been a small while for me since I picked up the GoPro, and I just kind of wanted to fill you guys in on where I've been and what I've been doing with these little cars, and kind of why I haven't been driving them. Not that I feel myself driving or anything, but kind of wanted to show you. I picked up this thing not too long ago. I want to say a couple days ago, and I picked it up for a fairly good price. But there's a couple things that are special about this car. First of all, it is beyond ugly, and I see that it has chopped up body panels everywhere. You know, it needs paint, it needs some love. It has a nice dent on there. You know, has some ugly rims, stock rear end. You know, some nice overspray on there. I have some OEM taillights that were from this car, I believe, that I could use on this car. But you're probably wondering why I'd even pick this up. But there's two things about this car that are really cool. I picked this up for a couple of reasons. One, well, the main one being the motor, and it's a SR20 red top, supposedly built. I don't know as far as built goes, if the owner was very truthful in the aspect, but hopefully it is. I mean, it looks like it has decent parts, genuine Greddy intake manifold, not a Freddy but a Greddy. But there's a lot of things that I don't like. I think the tubs are pretty cool. Personally, I would never do it to my personal cars, but I mean, I guess this is mine. But it looks like it was nicely done. It looked like it got a pretty good blend in there. But he tried to tuck the harness, which I'm not a fan of other people messing with wiring harness, but he sounded like he knew what he was talking about. But I mean, it could really sound what they're talking about. The thing with that is the wiring harness is on the floor, and which leads me on to the second reason why I bought this thing. It's right-hand drive. Yeah, I think this is my first right-hand drive car, which is really weird. That's a JDM climate control unit. And let me show you a couple of cool things about this car. This cluster shows kilometers. Obviously this isn't miles since it's from Japan. It's kilometers, and 39,000 kilometers, which translates to around roughly 25,000 miles, which is pretty crazy for how old of a car this is. So this is not a car from Japan, but rather the front end is. So pretty much right here forward is from Japan. Right here back is USDM 240SX. So this is 180SX, 240SX, which is why it's right-hand drive. And yeah, so I had a couple of options on what I wanted to do with this. You know, like finish up the build and kind of get it running. There's not too much left. You know, nice shaved right-hand drive car. Or I was already building this KA, so you know, I didn't see much point in messing with this. But what I think I'm kind of leaning towards, I pulled the KA out of this, and if you guys didn't know, here is my motor. If I could get this untangled. Here's my motor out of my Nardo Gray 240. I recently did the EGR deletes, so I got rid of all the emissions crap that's back there. I left these little things. If there's any 240 guys that know what they are, they're like the little butterfly valves inside the intake. And I still need to finish cutting this off right here and weld it together, but you know, your boy's not a welder, so I can't do that. I need to take that to someone. Luckily I know a couple people that weld. So yeah, so that being, there is no motor in this one. Yeah, took that out. I just kind of threw that under there. So what I think I'm going to do is what I've kind of decided on and leaned on is I'm going to take this SR and put it in my 240 for a couple of reasons. You know, one, you know, like I've always wanted a 240, or sorry, an SR20. I've had 240s, and it's a lot better because this motor was made for boost. which I was originally going to boost this with a built block that I have in the garage over there, and I already had ordered like the ARP head studs, the head gaskets, and everything else that you need to build it, because I already had the bottom end built with eagle rods and some pistons and board over motor, you know, the normal. And I was just going to use my head and put it on the built motor and maybe build the head. I wasn't too sure, or just rebuild and leave it stock, I don't know. But then this kind of popped up and my plans kind of changed. So now what I think I'm gonna do is just sell the built block, put this KA in this car, swap this in there, sell this with that KA, and it being right-hand drive, which keeping a right-hand drive would probably be cool, and I'll probably drive it for a little while, but it's never really been my thing. Well, there's a lot of inconveniences that come with right-hand drive. It's cool if you pull up to a meet, don't get me wrong, but I mean, it's a lot more convenient in the United States if you just drive a left-hand drive, especially with roadways. It's a lot easier to drive, and if you're stuck at a corner and you have a right-hand drive car, you won't be able to look to your right on a blocked corner. And another thing, this car came with everything to make it look pretty. Right now it looks like shit, but I have a full V1 Rocket Bunny kit for this car, which is why the Rocket Bunny bumper is right there. So it's gonna get the Rocket Bunny kit, which once you do Rocket Bunny, most of this fender gets cut up. So like the condition of this fender doesn't matter. The only thing that really matters is like this portion right here, which seems to be okay, you know. I have the side skirts down there. The only thing I don't have is a V1 rear bumper, which is fine because I'm kind of tempted to run it bumperless because I think that looks pretty good. And I don't have the Rocket Bunny wing. I used to have a Rocket Bunny wing and I got rid of it because no one wanted it. I literally gave it away because I got the Type X wing on that, but now I regret getting rid of it because I could have used it for this. Also, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap the hatches because this was welded shut and mine has some crusty holes right there, crusty and rusty holes, and probably wrap this. I have a couple things I want to get about that. They were calling me, but as I was saying, this piece is wrapped. It's not painted because when I painted the car I had the 50/50 tails on, so I want to get that painted, and the paint match isn't perfect. You probably won't be able to tell, but yeah, it's not a gray wrap, and obviously the wrap and the paint job isn't going to match. My front bumper has a bunch of little rock chips. I want to get repainted, and I have the Type X slip for it, which I want to get painted as well. So this thing will probably get a couple parts painted. And cool thing about this is it came with the genuine nerdy steering wheel, which I'm also probably gonna rob and put in this 240. And I think that's about it as far as the main things. It came with a lot of cool pieces. That's not like all it came with. You know, I have a trunk. Oh nope, I took it out. I have a box full of like intercooler piping and a bunch of other like ECUs and a bunch of other cool parts that this thing came with, which makes it pretty worth it. And I have all the intercooler piping, so I have it kind of just laying there. And I have this side too, but I mean, now the intercooler piping is not going to matter on this car since it's gonna get a stock KA in it, which I'm trying to clean it up. But the thing about this car that sucks is I don't think I'm going to be able to run power steering or AC for sure, but there's nowhere to mount this reservoir. He has a power steering pump right there, but he doesn't have anywhere to mount the reservoir, which is a bummer. But I do have it on my car, but that's kind of the things you sacrifice when you get a nicer build like this. But yeah, hopefully this swap is relatively easy. I already see some things I don't like the wiring harness. It's gonna be a total mess to deal with. You know, if it's too difficult, I'll look into buying a stock SR20 harness for an S13. But hopefully it doesn't come down to that. But yeah, that's right about it. I'd like to film myself working on it, but it's just me and it's a little hard, you know, just because all I'm gonna be doing is picking up the camera and giving updates. It's a little hard to do that when I'm alone, but if I get someone over, I'll definitely start recording. I wanna try to mock some of the kit on today. I want to start with the side skirt today. I want to the store today and I bought some hardware, but the body's kind of shitty, so hopefully it won't be too much of a nightmare. I think I'll cut the fenders after I mock up the wide body kit. That way I know how much I need to cut off. But yeah. Check this out. I started dinkering with side skirts, and I got the side skirts on, and they are definitely not real Rocket Bunny like he told me, but it's fine. And then I got the rear one on. It looks pretty good. I just hate how the V1 doesn't have this arch that goes down. Only thing with this car is that dent that I showed you guys earlier. Need to pop that out. But I'm thinking once I cut the inner fender, you could pop it out, and because you have access to it. So I don't see why not. And you have a little spot right there. But all in all, it's not too bad. You know, once it gets the full kit on there, I think it'll look a lot better. But you know, progression.
Guys.
There you go. We got ASAP Kevin over here.
Yes, sir.
We've done a little bit more than what I thought we were. We mounted up the Rocket Bunny kit, but in the most haggard way possible, I think. It's kind of more mocked up. You know what I noticed?
What?
That he bondoed the body line right here. See how this has a body line right here?
Yeah.
He bonded that, which I'm not a fan of. And I saw the other side, and the bondo's starting to crack on the other side from the previous owner. See that?
Oh, true.
And I don't think I could get away with just painting over this. I'm actually gonna have to fix this.
Body filling.
Because
he wanted no body line in it.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted a body line, the previous owner. Oh fuck. But yeah.
Oh well.
This body kit fits like ass. We literally had to unbolt this right here so we could slip this over. If not, it didn't fit. But I think we're gonna.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Fuck that piece over there. We're gonna try to push it up, get a bolt in there, and then kind of push up and line these two up with each other. It's gonna be a lot of bending, a lot of cracking that I don't want to.
A lot of pushing.
Yeah, a lot of pushing. Yeah, and then we got doggy porn just over the fence. Oh, they're not even here no more. Oh well, it's all good. It's all good. All right, well, we'll get back to work. They stopped. No. No, now they're just teasing each other, man. Man, right when I start recording. Oh, fuck those dogs. So, ASAP Kevin over here pointed out something pretty smart. You want to tell him?
Yeah, so we realized that the car's still on stock struts, and then if you look closely, it's already fucking pretty low. So we don't know, you know, how lower we could go besides fucking stock height.
Right.
But it's just something we realized right now, so.
And look at this wheel gap, man. I could honestly fit my head in there. Hold on.
Put your head in there.
Yo! Nah, I got a pretty big Megamind head. I don't know. I almost fit it in there. But damn, this is so low, and I don't know how you fix the wheel gap without completely being on the ground. So that's crazy to me. Maybe this tire's flat. I know it's dug into the rocks a little bit, but damn. It does look good now that everything's kind of mounted up. You know, you have the nice SR shot. Too bad it's not staying in there. But we still have to do the other side. See, we have the two fenders. What do you call these fenders? I don't know.
Flares?
Flares? Fender flares?
Yeah.
We still have to do this side real quick. Yeah, we've been slacking. We've kind of been dicking around with this. It looks good. We stopped to take pictures and we got distracted and we started pulling out a bunch of parts that came with the car, like the downpipe, and we got a bunch of random pieces with this. Like I was showing Kevin, came with the D16 like timing chain or timing belt cover. I don't know why. Oh look, this is the mass airflow sensor. I thought this was an Apexi intake, but I don't see no markings on it. But yeah, we'll see how it looks like when we mock those up. Hopefully it's not too much of a pain to do those two because we already did these, but we'll see. All right, over here at Raul's Body Shop, we do nothing but the best work to fit this janky ass fender. You know, you just gotta give it a couple love taps. I feel like I missed half of those. Oh, and it's through. We're gonna have to cut this fender Oh, damn. I just noticed that that's gonna hit.
Yeah, it popped up.
Yeah.
Open it or not?
That's because nothing's mounted, so I don't know if it's gonna.
Yeah, it kind of rose right there.
Huh?
It rose right here on the corner.
Yeah, should I?
Not bad, I don't know.
Should I just keep it like that, or should I chop it off a little bit? I'll mount it up first, and then I'll take it off later and do that.
Right there's fucking snug by itself,
yeah,
bro.
bro. We didn't have to do anything on that.
Oh, it popped off when you opened the fucking door.
Huh?
It popped off when you opened the door. Oh.
I still didn't close the door all the way. I still didn't close it. Fuck yeah, bro. Look, even the back, I don't have to do any cutting. I'm stoked. I forgot you're still recording. Hell yeah. Oh. Just click a little bit. But... All right, we're pretty much done for the majority of the part. Kind of back. I still need to cut up the inner quarter panels, as you guys could see. But other than that, you know, we're looking good. The car looks good. It looks way better than what it did. The hood looks ugly. I need to fix the fender gaps. But other than that, what comes next is pulling the motor and putting it in there, you know? Right? Right? What do you think? What do you think of the Rocket Bunny?
It's pretty nice. I like it. You just need to fix the little gaps here and there, and it should be pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Low-key gonna leave it like... Nah, just kidding.
fucking send it.
Yeah. You can kind of see the purple up from up top, too. See the SR a little? Oh, well. But yeah. That's it. That's it. That's it. Now we go get some grub. We're back for day 2 with ASAP Kevin. What if people start calling you that now? I just thought of that. But yeah, we're basically gonna pull the SR out. I already have the radiator out. I had this intercooler piping out. I disconnected the lower harness. The upper harness, I'm not gonna have to disconnect just because the previous owner pinned the whole upper harness to this. I think the only things they do have to disconnect are these 2 hoses and the lower engine mounts and tranny mounts, and that's right about it. This is like probably the easiest motor pull for an SR. The only thing that makes it tough is these rocks. It's hard to maneuver, so I had to get boards right here for the engine crane, engine hoist, whatever you want to call it, to pull out. But we're pretty limited with space, so hopefully we could do this relatively easy with no trouble. But I guess we'll see how it goes. I don't know. So basically, we're at a standstill because this has no pressure, and I don't know. We try to pump it up, and it's not going up. Maybe the cylinder went out. I'm not too sure what's going on here, but I guess we'll hopefully figure this out fast, and hopefully it gets pressure just so we can pull this motor out quick. Everything was going smooth until this, which sucks, but we'll figure it out. So after an hour of messing with this, we went to, well, we tried to go to Napa. Napa was closed. Then we went to O'Reilly's.
AutoZone.
Oh, was it AutoZone? Yeah, we're in the Vato zone. And we tried bleeding this. We made a mess, as you guys could see. Man, it was so struggling. Whatever we did, it did not want to work. We were here, oh man. We have way more time into this than we do in the right-hand drive 240. But we're messing with it, and we finally got it to get pressure. You know, we got a little excited, and we hooked it there, and we're pulling it up, and it started pulling up. So hopefully this goes smooth. I'm gonna set y'all on a time lapse, and hopefully this still works after we're done. But yeah. All right, we got the SR out. This actually didn't take us very long. What we were struggling with, oh man, that looks terrible. I'm gonna have to give that some touch-up paint. The trans was stuck in between right there. Oh, this looks terrible too. This is the first time I'm actually looking at it. It dented in right here. Oh man, what am I gonna ever do? It's all good though. It's out, and I'm thinking of probably putting it in here, because as long as it's bolted in, I think I'm fine. Or we could put the KA in that car. Either or would work. But I think seeing the SR in that would make me feel very happy. Damn. See, this is all the wiring that he did. I don't know how I feel about this. Man, at least he has the IAC valve in here. I hate when people delete that. Yeah, see, you deep in that, and that's gonna go through the whole firewall. I don't know how I feel about that.
The purple one, dude.
What's that?
The purple flake.
Yeah, from the motor. That's crazy. But yeah, I think this is a Japanese original SR tranny, because it doesn't look too beat up. Typically, because like my tranny, look how my tranny looks, man. It looks dust. I guess it depends the car too. But yeah, you see like the bottom, this little bolt right here always starts leaking oil on USDM 240s, and this one looked completely dry. You can't really see it, but it looked completely dry. Has a Megan turbo elbow with the O2 right there. Sick. Shouldn't that on the engine harness? Isn't this supposed to connect over here? Oh, is it this plug? Yeah. Why is it? Oh, it reaches. But yeah, it feels good to have it out, right?
Yeah.
This honestly wasn't hard, huh?
It wasn't that bad. We struggled more with the fucking liquid of the engine
the
hoist.
engine hoist than anything. But yeah, I have a guy coming right now. Supposedly he's gonna buy the built KA. So for $600, that's a steal, honestly. I don't know. $600 is a good deal for a KA nowadays, especially when it's built, ain't it? If you guys didn't know, Kevin has a 240 as well, which is it's too lame to drive it out here though.
It's too far. It'll break down on the way here.
Man, I think you're fine. I drove this thing for forever, no problem. I think the only problem I ever had with this car while driving it last year was this, which I forgot what Nissan calls this, but this melted down on me. That's why it has these little melt connectors, and I just kind of ghetto rigged it to work so I could drive my car, because I actually drove this car quite a bit. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting seeing this with an SR. Crazy shit. I'm gonna have to, oh man. SR with AC, that's something you don't
see every day.
No. But yeah, keep you guys updated. So update, it's late. Just kidding, it's like probably 7. We got distracted. Someone actually did come and buy the built KA. I got some money for that, and then we have KA in the SR car, so now that's where that's gonna stay, you know. 240 the donor. We got the SR over here. I don't know, you guys can barely see that. Chilling with the Rocket Bunny bumper up there. Got the engine hoist. Got a couple scars. It's dirty. We got to clean up. We got a shop light. Barely see. Alan, the homie, pulled up in his LSS 14.